Well, listen, I want you guys to also check out this first story. A Quebec tourism ad that aims to assure Americans that they are still welcome in Quebec is giving people all the feels. Take a look.
Where are you visiting from?
I'm American.
Ah, okay.
Does this sentiment strike a chord with how you feel, both as a Canadian at the moment, and also what do you think this is saying to our American neighbors?
It gets you, doesn't it? Like, you can't even help yourself. No,
Oh.
not everybody. Oh, not everybody. Okay, I'm speaking to the people who it kind of got you. It got me because I feel like it's a really clever piece of marketing. There's a bait and switch there. When you see the button, hand going to the button, you're thinking, God, what's she gonna do? And then the hug, it's just this kind of moment of a reminder that we're known worldwide for our softness and our kindness. Now, never mistake that for weakness, but I think it's part of our national identity, and it's something that we should be really, really proud of. And I think this exemplifies that. What do you think, Bea?
Oh, I was kind of on the girl. I'm not feeling what you're feeling, but
Thank you.
but this is
Fair,
what
we
I
can
will
still be
say.
friends.
Yes,
Okay,
we can
yeah.
still be friends. I will say, if you want to be an emotional support Canadian in this time, just have a discerning spirit about it. Because, I'll give you a little bit of a personal story. I took a solo trip to Curacao last week. And you know, when you go on solo trips, you meet all kinds of people, you get into all kinds of conversations. Met a lot of Americans, a lot who, once they found out I was Canadian, they were like, oh my gosh, can I get in your suitcase? Can I come back with you? And I kind of got used to that conversation, but then I ended up meeting a couple who were also from the States and kind of approached the conversation with that same vibe. But they were like, oh, we're totally fine with the way things are. They voted for the administration that they have, and they don't see any problems with what's happening. So they're not deserving of a hug if they come to Eastern Township because they're fine, right? So
That's
just be
interesting.
discerning.
Interesting.
Bea, I'm so glad you're here today. Yes. Because I felt the same way, and it was interesting to see the feedback from you guys. You guys also weren't buying it. Although, let me say, this is a brilliant ad because it's so hard to have a political ad that's not political.
Exactly.
And they walked that line, and it was all feel good, and it was cute, and it was great. But like you, I'm not gonna forget that these are the same people who voted this person, Donald Trump, in not once, but twice. Half is still a lot. Half is still a lot. And not, okay, after the first time, I think that feeling that we all are feeling bad for the Americans, because you can't help it. Whether you're watching the news or not, you're seeing what's happening. You hear that people are losing their Medicaid. You're watching what's happening in Texas where these floods and people are dying. We're not heartless. We are feeling bad for them. But for me, I just cannot forget that election wasn't too long ago. And I cannot forget the overwhelming majority of people, even though it's half, a lot of people said with their chest that they wanted him back in office. This after the insurrection, after telling people and encouraging medical professionals to encourage people to put bleach in their system to get rid of COVID. They brought that person back with their whole chest. So when the actor whispers, oh, I'm American, I'm like, no, whisper it. Say it with your whole chest.
Exactly.
The same way you did when you wanted to vote this person back into office that has us all feeling bad for you.
Yeah, I think geography matters. If you take a look, the purpose of this ad is because Quebec relies so much on tourism money from the States. 65% of their international tourism income comes from Americans, and that's $2 billion a year. They're doing this ad to say, please still come, because it's not just a political statement, it is about livelihood. Quebec relies on American money. And if you take a look, geography matters, because you're right, 77 million voted for Donald Trump, but 75 million voted for Kamala Harris. And you know where a lot of them came from that voted for Kamala? The northeastern United States. What are the 4 border states to Quebec? Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, they're all blue states. So they do have a like-mindedness in some ways to Canadians, I think, with the value system. They were the ones who were like, oh my gosh, we did it again. What's wrong with the rest of us? So I don't think you can paint all Americans with the same brush. And it is money. It is $2 billion a year coming from America. So this is one of those very clever ads where you're saying, We want Americans, but we want the ones that maybe think more like us. We'd love to take your money.
But can we filter those people at the border? I say this much. You know what I'll do for Quebec? Let's all go to Quebec. Let's leave right now and let's help Quebec out. We love you, Quebec. Let's head over there. All right.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.